Yo, what is going on, my T-Hall Army? T-Hall here, and I'm here to give you my WWE Superstar Shakeup rant. So we had David Otunga going to Raw from SmackDown, and Byron Saxton going to SmackDown Live from Raw. I could care less about the commentators at this point. I could care less about commentary. Then we had Apollo Crews going to Raw. I think Apollo Crews should turn heel because SmackDown Live did nothing with Apollo Crews, and I think Apollo Crews should be a heel on Raw. And I think WWE Raw is just going to treat Apollo Crews very poorly on Raw. Then we had Intercontinental Champion Dean Ambrose going to Raw. Only good thing about Dean Ambrose coming to Raw with the Intercontinental Championship, good Intercontinental Championship matches on Raw, good Intercontinental Championship matches on Raw, and Shield reunion. And then we had Raw get some women on Raw. Mickie James and Alexa Bliss. WWE, do not screw them over. SmackDown Live did well with Alexa Bliss and Mickie James. Heath Slater and Rhino got drafted. No, Heath Slater and Rhino got traded to Raw from SmackDown. I think Heath Slater and Rhino should break up, and Heath Slater should be a singles competitor on his own. Heath Slater has done well on SmackDown Live, and I think Heath Slater could do well on Raw if freaking Raw creative team will use him right. But nope, Raw creative team will not utilize Heath Slater better. Heath Slater will be a freaking jobber on fucking Raw. I think Heath Slater should stay on SmackDown Live. And I think Heath Slater and Rhino splitting up, that would be a good thing. Heath Slater needs to be a breakout star, a breakout WWE superstar on his own. And I think Heath Slater could be the next Intercontinental Champion and WWE Universal Champion. And then we had next superstar going to Raw, Curt Hawkins. Curt Hawkins is going to be a jobber on Raw, just like Curt Hawkins was a jobber on SmackDown Live. If WWE is not going to utilize Curt Hawkins better, then why the fuck did WWE decide to bring back Curt Hawkins? Why? Curt Hawkins is a jobber. Curt Hawkins needs to go back to Creative Pro Wrestling. And I think Curt Hawkins should just leave WWE if WWE's not going to use him right. Next person who got drafted to Raw is Kalisto. Kalisto going from SmackDown Live to Raw. If WWE Raw is going to have Kalisto on Raw, then I think that Kalisto should be in the Cruiserweight division, because the Cruiserweight Championship is on Raw. And I think that if Kalisto is booked better, I guess, and thinking maybe Kalisto could be a Cruiserweight Champion in WWE on Monday Night Raw. Next person who got traded to Raw from SmackDown Live, Bray Wyatt. Former SmackDown Tag Team Champion, former WWE Champion, Bray Wyatt is going to be on Raw. Yep, it is official. The Wyatt family is no more. Eric Rowan and Luke Harper are on SmackDown Live, and Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman are on Raw. I don't know how WWE Raw is going to utilize Bray Wyatt now that Bray Wyatt is on Raw. What's Raw going to do? Put Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman back together? No. Please no. It's like, if Luke Harper and Eric Rowan get back together, then I don't know. If WWE Raw is going to put Bray Wyatt and Braun Strowman together, I don't know. It's just, wow, Bray Wyatt on Raw. Not cool. Alright, so those were all Raw trades from SmackDown to Raw. Now let's get with the SmackDown trades. We had Jinder Mahal and the Shining Stars, Primo and Epico, on SmackDown Live. Jinder Mahal and the Shining Stars are jokes. They are jobbers. Jinder Mahal should not be in WWE or on SmackDown or on Raw because WWE does not utilize Jinder Mahal at all. Jinder Mahal should go back to his wrestling school in freaking Canada, and freaking Jinder Mahal should just quit WWE. Primo and Epico, the Shining Stars, the Shining Losers. Why the fuck, WWE? Why the fuck would you put the Shining Stars on fucking SmackDown? You didn't fucking do anything with them on fucking Raw, so what the fuck are they gonna do on SmackDown? Fucking job or fucking do fucking segments and shit. Freaking, if any tag team should have went to fucking SmackDown, it should have been freaking either fucking Enzo and Cass or Gallows and Anderson. Gallows and Anderson or fucking Enzo and Cass or both Gallows and Anderson and Enzo and Cass should have been fucking traded to SmackDown instead of the fucking Shining Stars. And fucking Jinder Mahal, if fucking anyone should have gotten a trade, not fucking Jinder Mahal. No, it had to be fucking Cesaro, the Swiss Superman, the King of Swing, Swiss Superman, former United States champion, former two-time tag team champion, Cesaro. Cesaro should be the one going to SmackDown, not stay on Raw. Cesaro should be on SmackDown Live, not Raw. Epic fucking fail, WWE. Epic fucking fail. Mojo Rawley is on SmackDown Live. Fucking Mojo Rawley's gonna be a fucking jobber in WWE regardless. On either fucking Raw or SmackDown, Mojo Rawley's gonna be a fucking jobber. Whether Mojo's on fucking Raw, gonna be a jobber, or on SmackDown, gonna be a jobber. Next superstars from Raw to SmackDown, and one of these ones was returned. Tamina has returned to SmackDown Live. That's cool. Maybe WWE SmackDown can finally utilize Tamina in the shakeup. I mean, thinking fucking SmackDown Women's Division. Fucking Charlotte. Are you fucking kidding me? WWE, you have fucking Charlotte going to SmackDown Live and not the legit boss, Sasha Banks? Are you fucking kidding me? Sasha Banks said Sasha Banks wants to go to SmackDown Live. Sasha Banks doesn't want to be on Raw anymore. Well, now that fucking Charlotte is on fucking SmackDown and Sasha's still on Raw, that's a fucking waste of a fucking trade. That is a fucking waste of a fucking trade, WWE. Not fucking cool. Sasha Banks deserves better. Sasha Banks should be going to SmackDown Live, not Raw. Now that fucking Charlotte is on Raw, she's gonna fucking, do the same thing, probably the fucking same thing with the fucking SmackDown Women's Championship. I am Charlotte. I am former Raw Women's Champion. I dominated Sasha Banks and the entire Raw Women's Division. I am Charlotte. I am a second generation or third generation superstar. I am the daughter of Ric Flair. Woo! Fucking not cool. Not fucking cool, WWE. Sasha Banks, come over to SmackDown, please. Next person who got drafted to SmackDown from Raw, Rusev and Lana coming over to SmackDown. Let's see how SmackDown Live utilizes Rusev and Lana on SmackDown. Maybe Lana can be a contender for the SmackDown Women's Championship. And finally, we have the New Day. Kofi Kingston, Xavier Woods, and Big E going to SmackDown Live. Awesome. I think that Kofi Kingston and Big E will be utilized better on SmackDown Live instead of Raw. I think Kofi Kingston and Big E should be WWE Champion and United States Champion on SmackDown Live. But I also think that Big E and Kofi Kingston should be WWE Champion and WWE Universal Champion. I think that Kofi Kingston and Big E have great potential as a tag team and singles competitors, and I just think that Big E and Kofi will be better as world champions. And I think Vince McMahon is just gonna like not utilize Kofi and Big E at all. I think New Day should split up because New Day should split up because Xavier Woods is the weakest link in the New Day. Despite Xavier Woods and his trombone Francesca or Francesca 2, I think Xavier Woods needs to break away from New Day, and Kofi Kingston and Big E should break up from New Day as well. Have Kofi and Big E still be a tag team, and Xavier Woods just break up. New Day break up soon. I think the Cruiserweight division should have had Kalisto and Sin Cara in the Cruiserweight division and put the Lucha Dragons back together. That would have been great, having to see the Lucha Dragons back together on Raw, Kalisto and Sin Cara for the Raw Tag Team titles, but yeah. How is that going to work out? How is that going to work out? Sin Cara is on SmackDown. That's another trade that WWE did. Sin Cara going to SmackDown from Raw, and Kalisto going to Raw from SmackDown. How is that going to make sense? How is that making sense? You have the Lucha Dragons be on Raw for like a split second, and then you split them up. Sin Cara on SmackDown, Kalisto on Raw. WWE, put the Lucha Dragons back together, or put Sin Cara and Kalisto in the Cruiserweight division and the Cruiserweight Championship on 205 Live. And I think Gallows and Anderson should have went to SmackDown, not the Shining Stars. And also another tag team, Enzo and Cass. Enzo and Cass should be on SmackDown Live, not Raw. Now that Enzo and Cass are still on Raw as a tag team, WWE Raw is just gonna still treat Enzo and Cass like a fucking comedy act, a joke. This entire Superstar shakeup was complete fucking garbage. This Superstar shakeup was unimportant. It felt rushed. It was not great. It was awful. This Superstar shakeup completely fucking sucked. Alright guys, this has been my Superstar shakeup rant. What do you guys think about it? Let me know down in the comments. See you later.